In this episode of Motivational Makeup Mondays, I am going to be discussing being single during the holidays. That was very dramatic, but I don't know, maybe this red lipstick is making me more of a dramatic person. We'll just blame it on that. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Hannah, and I would love it if you subscribed to join the family, especially if you like videos like this. I upload beauty videos every Monday and Friday. Also, feel free to give this a thumbs up. It really does help me out. Unfortunately, I lost my original footage explaining what Motivational Makeup Mondays is. So I really quickly want to explain what my vision for this series is. So I plan on taking a topic and then kind of shedding a motivational or positive light while also doing my makeup, at least at the time being. That is my vision for Motivational Makeup Mondays. It's like talking about something deep with one of your friends while also doing something fun like doing your makeup. Feel free to do your makeup along with me while watching this video. Now let's get into the tips on how to stay happy while you are single during the holidays. Let's ignore the fact that this area is red. I just scratched my upper lip, so it'll be red for like the next 10 or 20 minutes because that's the type of skin that I have. I'm actually going to start with my face products because I don't think I should have too much fallout on my eyeshadow look, because I'm not doing too much of an eyeshadow look because I'm doing a bolder lip today. This is the Becca, let me rub this in and then I'll read what it is. I probably won't mention each specific item because we're gonna have kind of a conversation in this video, but of course the items that I do use will be linked in the description box for you. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Since I'm using that Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation, which is very mattifying, I feel like I can maybe use this primer. We'll see. I've never used this primer all over my face because I have oily skin, but we'll see how it goes. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about the concept of being single during the holidays. This concept has been covered several times in movies and videos, multiple platforms in general, but I want to talk about it on this Motivational Makeup Monday because I have a lot of experience being single during the holidays, considering the only holiday that I was almost in a relationship was 4th of July, and then we broke up, whatever you want to call it. We stopped talking soon after that because we actually broke up or stopped talking on my birthday. Yes, if you missed that video, it will be linked for you guys. It's a good story time over there. My birthday this year was much better than it was last year. But we're not talking about the 4th of July season in this video. We're talking about the holiday time where like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, you know, that type of year. Ultimately, yes, it would be nice to be in a relationship, obviously, but I feel like it's more focused on or maybe more apparent during this time of year because it's a more sentimental time, you know, traditions, yeah, just kind of like a more cozy, sentimental time that obviously it'd be nice to have someone special in your life. So like, trust me, I get it. Some of you might be dreading going to family events because you're dreading them asking if you're in a relationship. Once again, trust me, based on my credentials of being single for a very long time, I get it. And also, no, I'm not dragging my family members. You know, I'm just saying in general, I feel like it's a more common theme to, you know, if you don't see them that often, it's a more common theme. Like, oh, hey, update me on your life. Like, are you in a relationship? I want to know. I get it. But one piece of advice that I want to point out is to try to keep in mind, and this is something that I'm telling myself as much as I am telling you who's watching, but try to keep in mind that for the most part, they mean well. They like genuinely are wondering. I know it, you know, might be like cliche or whatever that it always happens around the holidays and you might be dreading it for that reason, but just keep in mind, like they kind of obviously want, you know, generally like they want the best for you and they're just like wondering an update on your life, you know? So just keep that in mind. That's the first thing that I wanted to mention. This has been something that I've been thinking about for a long time, obviously, but I feel like just in society in general, it's a common theme. And maybe I just feel like this and I'm more sensitive because I also am single, but I feel like it's a common theme that single people are perceived as incomplete, as not whole. I know it's the same thing as saying incomplete, but I feel like they're viewed as someone who needs someone to complete them. I'm not saying everybody thinks this way. Obviously, this is just my thoughts. These are just my, these are my thoughts for this video. But that is something that I feel like is very common. It's a common theme that single people are not complete. Personally, I don't like that mindset. I'm not saying you need someone as in you don't need people as in like being completely independent, because everybody needs, people in their life. Obviously, we are very social. For example, I am single, but I still feel like a whole person. I obviously appreciate like my family and friends, but I still feel like a whole person. I hope that that makes sense. And once again, I'm not speaking of anyone in particular. Personally, I love, like going to weddings. I'm genuinely happy for the couple, and I'm happy for people who are in relationships. I'm at that point in my life where actually a lot of my friends are married. I'm 25, so my friend group, is around in their 20s or 30s. So that's just, the place that I am in my life. So I am like genuinely happy for them. Like I'm happy for their relationship. I, am happy for their kids if they have kids. So I'm not saying like I'm jealous. I hope I don't come across as that. I just kind of want to have a conversation of being single during the holidays and kind of dredging up those feelings. But I did want to specifically mention that that does not mean that I dislike all people in relationships, because that is very far from the truth. As I was saying, I love going to weddings. And that's another thing that I do want to also point out is if you are single, especially if you're single during this time, try to still be happy for those other people who are in relationships, because if you get in a relationship in the future, eventually, hopefully you will, like, don't you want people to be happy for you, So, and also it just kind of makes you a happier person in general. Like there's no sense in, being unhappy whenever it can be avoided like that. Contour is a little bit more intense than I was going for. Just try to blend this out. Before I go on, I do want to prime my eyes to kind of give my eye primer some time to sit a little bit. Also, what are your thoughts on this topic? I would love to have a conversation, a little discussion in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Before I go on to my next point, if you're liking this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really does help me, and I would appreciate it personally if you do. Oh, I meant to, we're gonna pretend like I did not just apply a powder product there, because we all know you're supposed to do your cream or liquid products and then your powder products, but I really wanted to use this as well, because this is also from Becca. This is their liquid highlight in the shade Moonstone. Just kind of really wanted to pair this with that primer. And to be honest, I mean, I'll obviously look at this, more. I don't think that this primer is super illuminating. What did they claim? Let me see what this is. Backlight priming filter. Maybe they aren't claiming it to be, so I don't know. I guess I was expecting it to be more luminous. Personally, I think that the Touch in Sol Pretty Filter, this glassy primer, is a little bit more luminous, but also since that says it's glassy, I think that that's a very good claim. I guess I was kind of expecting something more like that, but they don't claim to be glassy, so I mean, I can't really, knock them for that. I'll obviously use this primer more. I'm gonna blend this in with this brush a little bit to at least comb them. Okay, another thing that I wanted to point out and just kind of remind you guys is to be thankful for the relationships that you do have. Don't just be so caught up in being single. And once again, this is something that I'm telling myself. I'm not trying to come across as, like overly, oh man, like I have this all together and I never get sad about being single. That sounds really, I can never get like, it doesn't bother me, I guess. I don't think about the fact, I don't know, of being single. Obviously, like I am aware of the fact, but be thankful for the relationships you do have, because also like those people are obviously in your life and you need to appreciate them and be thankful for them as well. And that would be another tip of, how to get through the holidays being single, or however you want to put that, is to just really focus on the relationships you do have and be thankful for those. I don't use this eyeshadow palette too much, to be honest. I kind of almost regret buying it a little bit. I love Urban Decay. It's one of my favorite makeup brands, but I just don't use this too much. I feel like I mostly bought it because this color is very unique. But you do have to kind of, I don't know, personally, like I would have to go in with another palette, which is what I'm going to do to get a complete look. I'm just going to go in and apply transition shade really quick. This is like my go-to transition shade. I love this. I love this palette in general too. It's so pretty. If you have another thing, you know, like another tip that I failed to mention, please leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to see what your thoughts are on this subject. And also, you know, whether you're single or in a relationship, honestly, I just, you know, kind of want to see what you have to say about it. Also, this color, I don't know, I'm just, I guess, kind of confused by, because it looks like the same shade as my transition color, but it's supposed to have glitter flecks, and whenever I apply it on my eye, I don't really see glitter flecks. Whenever I swatch it, actually, I don't know, like now I'm not even seeing that much glitter I don't know, I need to figure this out, but I mean, because I want to do kind of more of a subtle eyeshadow look because I'm going to be applying red lipstick. Now I'm not really liking what I'm creating here, so I have to come up with something. I don't know. I don't want to wipe this off because I don't like starting over if I can avoid it. But that's literally like a little bit darker than my transition shade, and I'm not liking it so far, but let me see if I can rescue this. I need to get another eyeshadow palette. I'll be right back. I don't think you can buy this eyeshadow palette anymore, but if you can, I will link it. But I like the center shade that I can't really show you because unfortunately, this fell and somehow it cracked, so I need to be really careful. But I like this center shade. I think it's really pretty. Now at this, okay, wow, this makeup look is literally all over the place, but let me try to kind of bake my under eye area. So hopefully I can wipe away fallout easily. I was just so concentrated on this discussion and so passionate about it that I needed to focus a little bit more on my makeup application, apparently. Let's try, let's see what we can do. And you know what? I have a makeup wipe literally right here, so I could just like wipe off the color off my lids real quick, because this ain't doing it for me. No, we're gonna, yeah, we just have to start over with this. I might be able to leave that transition color there. I shouldn't have applied that brown shade on my other eye whenever I already saw that I didn't like it. And I know that this makeup wipe isn't going to remove all of this color, but am I gonna get up to get a different makeup wipe? Absolutely not. I'm very interested to see how this is gonna be turn out, to be honest. Now I'm going to apply more eyeshadow primer and try to figure out what look I want to create. I should have just gone with that Tarte golden shade. It's a safe and easy option, but no, I gotta try something different. Actually, while this is setting, let me go ahead and do my eyebrows real quick because I actually do know how to do that. While I'm really quickly showing you this eyeshadow look, ultimately, I want to also just reinforce and remind you to stay content. If you are single right now, you know, once again, I get it, I understand, but be content and be thankful for the relationships you do have. I think I made it work. On top of this though, I also have false lashes because apparently, you know, well, it is holiday season, okay? Holiday season means false lashes. Oh, also, I don't know, I feel like even this is going to be controversial. I get that people have their opinions on like when to, you know, start decorating for Christmas. My view on that is, if people want to decorate their house and like you don't live with them, why are you getting so mad about it? That's all I'm gonna say. You know, just let people decorate whenever they want to. These, I feel like, might look crazy. I did this one video of attempting to apply false lashes, and then suddenly I'm this big false lash person. I don't know, my thing with false lashes is I want to wear them, but I don't want people to tell that I don't want other people to be able to tell that I'm wearing false lashes. And I liked them because they do have a thinner band, and I feel like I will get used to them and not really be able to feel that I'm wearing false lashes, but we will see. We are almost done with the makeup look. Let me do my lip color. Y'all, the glitter from my eyeshadow got all the way down here. That's a little much. Tart. Hello? Can you, no, you wanna stay there? Oh, that's cute. Love that, love that. A little bit mascara. Does not belong there. I don't know, let me just. This is the MAC lipstick in the shade Russian Red. I think this is a blue red. For some reason, I haven't used this in a very long time. I was thinking that this was like a warmer red, and I could have maybe used a Sephora eyeshadow palette that I have for my eye look, but I actually kind of like my eye look now. There were definitely struggles along the way, but I feel like I overcame them. I tried to, at least. If you enjoyed this kind of conversational video, I feel like you'll like this video as well because it features an adorable dog. I did the My Dog Picks My Makeup video. Just click right here to go watch that. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Once again, I upload beauty videos every Monday and Friday. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video.